Hello and welcome to Charter Local Edition Northwest. I'm Dana Cowley and today our team is recording inside the port of Walla Walla. My guest is Republican Representative Terry Nealey from Dayton. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Now this summer, while we're on the legislative break, you've been working on the McCleary decision and what you can do for education for your community.
That's correct. We need to go back and make sure we understand the McCleary decision, which was a state Supreme Court decision that said that the legislature is not fully and adequately funding K-12 education. And so our caucus has met during the summertime to try to get ahead of the game, to try to come up with some answers, because really our deadline that we're facing is January of 2018 per the Supreme Court. They want a decision by then, but it's a complex, difficult issue. And one of the key components to their decision was that we need to equalize the levies across the state. There's 295 school districts. Every one of them is funded a little bit differently because of the property tax in each district. And for example, there's richer property districts, mostly in the Seattle areas, compared to out here at Walla Walla and Pasco and so forth. So we in our area have to raise the levy, say $4 per thousand, when Bellevue only has to raise their levy maybe $1 per thousand to get the same amount of money for students. And so the Supreme Court has said, nope, that's not right, that's not equal. Students are having an advantage in the Seattle area because they're getting more money than they are over here. So they told the legislature, you got to fix that. It's a huge challenge because it's complicated, and the Constitution of the state of Washington says that it's the legislature's paramount duty to fully fund education from K-12. We're the only state in the United States with that constitutional requirement. One of the states had it before, but they changed the Constitution to put the word A in front of fundamental or paramount, so that it reads a paramount duty, not the only paramount duty. So that just puts a lot of pressure on this, and actually the legislature's been looking for a solution for the last 10 years and has really not been able to come up with one. So we've been working this summer with trying to come up with a scenario that would work. And we have run, for example, spreadsheets on all 295 school districts. And unfortunately, we've not come up with one formula that's come up with equality or where everybody's a winner. There has to be winners and losers no matter how you develop the spreadsheet. So the challenge, I think, in the end, and I am ranking on the Finance Committee in the House, is whether we need to add additional revenue in some way, shape, or form to supplement the losers. And that's going to be very, very difficult, but that's the challenge.
Is there any talk about changing the districting, making them larger, reworking the way it's laid out?
That's, I guess, always a possibility, but extremely difficult because our state's divided into 49 counties and there are school districts within the county, so you would have to actually change the entire district or county's structure of property tax. And I don't think that's very feasible.
So what's your best foot forward? Because if the deadline's coming up in 1 year and you have one legislative session ahead to get this done, to be in compliance, what's the best path forward from what you've seen right now?
I think the best path forward is we are going to have to select one of those, I'm going to say, spreadsheet items, a decision on winners and losers, and then work with the losers, so to speak, on those districts on how we can balance that within their districts. So first of all, we want to come up with some type of solution where the losers are very few in number, if that's possible. And frankly, right now, it's in the richer school districts. And there's different ideas on how to deal with that, but we might have to spread that over time or add some type of revenue over time to bring them down to some equality with the rest of the school districts, and then maybe lower the amount that they can raise per district and then have the state pay that basic education amount.
All right, Terry. Well, we thank you for all the work you're doing on behalf of our students, and we thank you for coming to talk with us today and
Well,
bringing us
thank
up
you
to
for
speed.
inviting me.
Good luck with the session.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. I'm Dana Cowley. This is Charter Local Edition Northwest.